Secretary of Defense Ash Carter says the defense budget that he submits to Congress will provide the Marine Corps with the tools it needs to continue to defend our nation. The Secretary met with a group of Marines at MCAS Miramar to share his plan, and CW6's Amy DuPont has the story.
You have to be ready for today's fights. We're also trying to make you and the rest of the force ready for tomorrow's possible fights.
Through promise and praise.
The main thing I want you to know is how incredibly proud I am of you.
Defense Secretary Ash Carter shared with the Marines at MCAS Miramar his commitment to support their mission. The Secretary is putting together his 2017 defense budget, a budget he substantial earmarks for the Marine Corps.
Because we need very high readiness in the Marine Corps, we need it everywhere, but we need it in the Marine Corps because you are the first to fight. You're our ready, alert force. You accomplish that mission all the time, but because we've called on you to do that a lot, you've worked your cells and also your equipment very hard. And so we got to catch up a little bit.
At the top of his list, investing in Marine Corps aviation, specifically this jet, the F-35B, an aircraft Marines at Miramar are already training to fly. Secretary Carter also promised more money to maintain the Marine Corps' current aircraft, as well as full funding for combined arms training for the entire Corps. Training, Secretary Carter says, is vital in the face of an evolving enemy.
You are kind of the beating heart of readiness for the Marine Corps.
Sharing his budget plan was only part of the reason for his visit. The Secretary also wanted to hear directly from boots on the ground, the questions and concerns of everyone, from corporal to captain.
I definitely do think he has the best interest in what we do. I mean, it seems like he is in full support of what we are about, so I mean, that's good.
He also addressed the future role of women in the military. Secretary Carter says a woman should be allowed to fill any military job she's qualified for, and that Congress will soon have to take up the issue of women entering the draft.
Yes, I was actually happy to hear that. I actually believe the same thing, so it was very nice to hear that you do the same thing.
Secretary Carter says he will use the information and the feedback he received here at Miramar to craft his 2017 budget, a budget he says will fund the United States Marines so they can continue to be the world's finest fighting force, not only in today's fight, but tomorrow's fight as well. Reporting live from Miramar, Amy DuPont, CW6 News.
While there has been talk recently about women in combat, there has been no decision to require females to register with the Selective Service or be set for the future military draft. Selective Service continues to register only men ages 18 through 25. In order to require women to register, Congress would have to vote to change the law. Mayor